Good day everyone. Today we're going to discuss the topic angle between two lines. This is a topic in analytic geometry for quarter 1, week number 8. MELC, or the most essential learning competencies, finds the angle between two lines. And also the learning objectives, we have number 1, find the angle formed between two intersecting lines using the formula theta is equal to arctan m sub 2 minus m sub 1 all over 1 plus m sub 2 times m sub 1, where the product of m sub 2 times m sub 1 is not equal to negative 1. Number 2, calculates the angles of triangle with given vertices. And number 3, show mastery in solving the angle formed between two lines. But before we proceed, the topic angle between two lines, let us first have priming activity. So this is a review which is necessary in learning this new topic. So the instruction for the priming activity, choose the correct answer between the two choices. So there are only two choices. So number 1 we have here, find the slope of the line AB with A at 1, 2 and B at 3, 4. So this is an easy problem. We're just going to solve the slope. And solving the slope, the formula is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So in short, we subtract in the numerator the y coordinates all over, in the denominator subtract the x coordinates. So we have the slope 4 minus 2 is 2 all over 3 minus 1 is 2. So we have 2 over 2 which is equal to 1. Okay, answer is 1. So the slope of the line AB is 1. Very good. Let's proceed with the next item. Find the slope of the line BC with B at 3, negative 3 and C at negative 2, 5. So again, using the formula for the slope, we have 5 minus negative 3 is 8 all over negative 2 over negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5. So we have the answer 8 over negative 5, which is, and it is negative 8 over 5, which is. So if your answer is positive, that's wrong. This should be the correct answer. And yes, try again. The correct answer is negative 8 over 5, and you are excellent. Next item, find the slope of the line AC with A at negative 1, negative 3 and point C at 4, 7. Again, using the formula for slope, we have 7 minus negative 3 is 10, or 7 plus 3. All over 4 minus negative 1, or 4 plus 1 is 5. So we have 10 over 5 is 2. So if your answer is negative 2, that's not the correct answer. The correct answer is positive 2. Bravo. Next item, number 4, what is the slope of a line parallel to a given line with slope 2? So this is just a review. What should be the slope of a line parallel to a given line with slope 2? Of course, two parallel lines have equal slope. So if the slope of a parallel line, the slope of a line is 2, therefore the slope of the other line, which is parallel to that line, is also 2. So the correct answer is positive. You are awesome. Next item, how about this? What is the slope of the line which is perpendicular to another given line with slope 3/4? So this time, to solve this problem, we just get the negative reciprocal of 3/4, because the product of the slopes of perpendicular lines is equal to negative 1. So the slope of the other perpendicular line should be the negative reciprocal of 3/4, which is negative 4/3. And you are correct again. Next item, tangent A is equal to 1. What is the measure of angle A? Okay, you can use your scientific calculator for this. How do you solve for measure of angle A? Of course, we're just going to press in the scientific calculator shift tan 1. Okay, The answer is, what's your answer? Should be 45 degrees. Okay, shift tan 1. Right? Just press your scientific calculator. Shift tangent 1. And that is the measure of angle A, which is 45 degrees. You're great again. And number 7. Tangent B is equal to 1/2. What is the measure of angle B? Okay, again, your calculator. Press shift tangent 1/2 or shift tangent, shift tan 0.5. The answer is what? 26.57 degrees. Okay, you're fantastic. And I think this is the last item. Tangent C is square root of 3. What is the measure of angle C? So using your calculator, press shift tan square root of 3. And it's equal to 60 degrees. Yeah, 60 degrees. So you are correct. So let us now proceed to our lesson proper. So we have here our new lesson, angle between two lines. So we have here, as you can see in the figure, there are two lines, line 1 and line 2. And from line 1 to line 2, we have formed an angle which is the theta. So in here, the definition, the angle from line 1 to line 2, okay, is the angle measured counterclockwise from line 1 to line 2. So in this topic, there is a key word here that you should always remember, counterclockwise. Okay, so from line 1 to line 2, then that's the angle formed. Yes, theta. And then if m sub 1 and m sub 2 are the slopes of line 1 and line 2 respectively, then we will come up now with the formula in finding the angle between two lines, which is here. Tangent theta is equal to m sub 2 minus m sub 1 all over 1 plus the product of m sub 2 times m sub 1. So as you can see in the formula, we just need to solve the slope of the two lines, and sub 2 and f sub 1, and of course it involves the tangent function. So how do we solve for the theta? Using your calculator, then it's equivalent also to theta is equal to arctan m sub 2 minus m sub 1 all over 1 plus m sub 2 times m sub 1. So arctan means the inverse of tangent function. Okay, so all you have to do is to press in your scientific calculator shift tan or shift tangent, and then also always remember the product of m sub 2 and m sub 1 here in the denominator should not be equal to negative 1, otherwise it will become undefined. Okay, so repeat, always remember the keyword for this topic, counterclockwise. Okay, and the formula is this: tangent theta is equal to m sub 2 minus m sub 1 all over 1 plus m sub 2 times m sub 1. And then, okay, to solve for the slope, you know the formula here. M is equal to y sub 2 minus m sub y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, so let us now have our first problem. Number 1, find the tangent of the angle from the line passing through negative 410 and negative 214, the line through negative 66 and 39. So what we're trying to find here is only the tangent of the angle, not the measure of the angle. Okay, so tangent of the angle only. So let us, how do you solve this? First, there are two lines involved here. This is line 1 and this is line 2. So first we need to solve the slope of these two lines with the given coordinates. Let's start with line 1. So for line 1, we have here, subtract, solve for the slope. 14 minus 10 is 4, and then negative 2 plus 4 is 2. So we have 4 divided by 2 is 2. So the slope of the line 1 is 2. How about the slope of line 2? Let's have here. Okay, so negative 66 and 3, 9. So to find the slope of line 2, you subtract 9 and 6. 3 over 3 plus 6 is 9. 3 over 9 or 1/3. Okay, so the slope is 1/3. Let's check. Right? So the slope of line 2 is 1/3. The slope of line 1 is 2, while the slope of line 2 is 1/3. Okay? Let's proceed to the next step. Then to solve for the tangent of the angle, then we use this formula. Tangent theta is equal to m sub 2 minus m sub 1 over 1 plus m sub 2 times m sub 1. Yes. That is to determine the tangent of the angle from line 1 to line 2. So given slope of line 1 is 2, slope of line 2 is 1/3. So we have here substitute m sub 2 by 1/3, m sub 1 by 2. So we have here simplify now, or 1/3 minus 2 is negative 5/3. Then 1/3 times 2 is 2/3. But what is 1 plus 2/3? 5/3. So what is negative 5/3 divided by 5/3? It's equivalent to negative 1. So therefore the tangent of the angle is from line 1 to line 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 is the value of the tangent of the angle from line 1 to line 2. Tangent of the angle only. This involving measure of the angle. So let's proceed to the next. Find the angles of the triangle with vertices A negative 3, negative 1, B 2, 0, and C 4, 5. So we have here now the triangle in the Cartesian plane with the given coordinates. So for point A, negative 3, negative 1, B 2, 0, and C is at 4, 5. So let us try to find the measure of angle A, angle B, and angle C. So first step, we must solve the slope of the sides of the triangle. So we must know the slope of AB, BC, and AC. Let's start with side or line AB. So line AB, what are the coordinates for point A, negative 3, negative 1, for point B 2, 0. Yun. So the slope of line AB, substitute in the formula. 0 plus 1 or all over 2 plus 3. So we have 1 pips. So the slope of line AB is 1 pips. What's next? Let's solve for the slope of the side or line BC. So B 2, 0, C 4, 5. So what is the slope? 5 minus 0 is 5, 4 minus 2 is 2, so we have 5 halves. 5 halves or 2.5 is the slope of line BC. Let's check. Correct, 2.5 or 5 halves. So the slope of line BC is 5 halves. Okay, what's next? How about the slope of side or line AC? Okay, for point A, negative 3, negative 1, for point C, 4, 5. So the slope of line AC is, we have 5 minus negative 1 is 6. 4 minus negative 3 is 7, so 6 over 7. 6 over 7 is the slope of side AC. Yun, correct. Yun, 6 over 7. So after solving the slope of the three sides of the triangle, now we can solve each of the measure of each. Yes, we can now solve the measure of each angles, the three angles of the triangle, angle A, angle B, and angle C. And again, I repeat, we need to consider the keyword counterclockwise. So let's start solving the measure of angle A. So as you can see in the figure, angle A, what are the sides involved? AC and AB. So dito na papasok yung counterclockwise. So from AB, so since these are the two lines involved, so counterclockwise tayo. So from AB to AC, meaning your line 1 is AB and your line 2 is AC. Okay. So pinagpalit mo yan, wrong na yung answer natin. Dapat from in counterclockwise manner, start tayo sa AB. AB is our line 1 and AC is our line 2. So this will be our formula and substitute. We will substitute it with this formula because in m sub 2 the line involved is AC, so slope of AC. And for line 1, the slope of line 1 AB is the line involved. So AB naman yan. So this will be our new formula. M as slope of AC minus slope of AB all over 1 plus the product of slope of AC times slope of AB. Okay, understood? Pag nagpalitan yan, slope of AB minus slope of AC, then we will come up with the wrong answer. So dapat counterclockwise. Let's proceed. So since the lines involved are AC and AB, then we have here now the slope of AB 1/5, slope of AC 6 over 7. So substitute na tayo. 6 over 7 minus 1/5 all over 1 plus the product of 6 over 7 times 1/5. Okay, yan na yun. This is now the answer. Simplify. Yes, 23 over 35. Ito naman, 6 over 35 plus 1 is yun, 41 over 35. So, cancel yung 35 sa denominator. So, ito na. Tangent A is equal to 23 over 41. So, to solve for the measure of angle A, we need your scientific calculator. Just press shift tan 23 over 41 and that will be our answer. Shift tan 23 over 41. Sorry. Shift tan 23 all over 41. So what's your answer? Okay, the answer is 29.29 degrees. So that's the measure of angle A. Okay, it's an acute angle. Okay, so let's now proceed to the next. Let's solve for the measure of angle B. So in angle B, again, our line 1 is BC and our line 2 is AB. Okay, because we will start here from the line BC to the line AB. Okay, counterclockwise. Kung nag-start ka sa AB, hindi na counterclockwise yun. Clockwise na yun. So, mali. So, dapat line 1 is BC and line 2 is AB. Okay? So, as you can see, yung angle A acute, diba? 29.29 degrees. So, for solving for angle B, the lines involved are AB and AC. BC, I should say. So, what's the slope of AB? 1/5. Slope of BC, 5 halves. So, substitute na natin dito. So, slope of AB, which is yung line 2, minus slope of BC, which is yung line 1. All over 1 plus slope of AB times slope of BC. So, substitution, 1/5 minus 5 halves all over 1 plus 1/5 times 5 halves. So, we have, what is 1/5 minus 5 halves? We have 2, negative 23 over 10. Ito naman, 1 plus 1 half, 3 halves. We simplify that, we come up with the answer, negative 23 over 15. Okay. So, tangent B is equal to negative 23 over 15. So, what's now the measure of angle B? So, again, in your calculator, press shift tan 23 over 15. I should say negative yan, negative. In your scientific calculator. Shift tangent, negative 23 over 15. So, what's your answer? It is negative 56.89. So, if the angle is negative, we simply add 180 degrees to make it positive. So, ayun, 123.11 degrees. Always remember that. Pag negative yung angle na makukuha, just add 180 to make it positive. So, which is 123.11 degrees, which is correct. Because angle B is actually an obtuse angle. Choose more than 90 degrees. Okay? So, angle C na lang. So, angle B is 123.11 degrees. Solving for angle C. Okay, what are the sides involved for angle C? Yes. Yun. Sides involved are AC and BC. Yes, BC and AC. Okay. So, pag counterclockwise, will be our formula now. Ayun. So, BC is our line 2 and AC is our line 1. Yes, kasi counterclockwise. So, start tayo sa AC papuntang line BC. So, that line 1 is AC and line 2 is BC. So that in our formula for tangency, slope of BC minus slope of AC all over 1 plus slope of BC times slope of AC. Then substitute the values of the slope of BC and AC. Then we have here 5 halves minus 6 over 7, 23 over 14. Ito naman, 1 plus 30 over 14, 44 over 14. Cancel 14, we have 23 over 44. So next step, let us solve for the measure of angle C by pressing in your calculator shift tan 23 over 44. Okay, what's your answer? What's your answer? 27.60 degrees. 27 point. Wait, open na. Saan na? Sorry for that. 27.60. 27.60 degrees. Let's check. 27.60 degrees is the measure of angle C. So we've already solved for the measure of each of the three angles. So let's now check. The sum of the measures of the three angles in the triangle should be always equal to 180 degrees. So substitute. Angle A 29.29 degrees, angle B 123.11 degrees, and angle C 27.60 degrees. Is it equal to 180 degrees? Yes, it's equal. So all our answers are correct. Okay, you follow? I hope so. Let's proceed to the next. Number 3. If the angle from line 1 to line 2 is 45 degrees, okay, and line 2 passes through negative 1, 6 and 2, negative 3, find the slope of line 1. So this problem can be solved using the formula tangent theta equals m sub 2 minus m sub 1 over 1 plus m sub 2 times m sub 1. First, we need to solve the slope of line 2. Okay, what is the slope of line 2? Negative 3 minus 6, or 6 plus 3 is 9. Negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. So, negative 3 is the slope of line 3. So, since the given angle from line 1 to line 2 is 45 degrees, substitute theta by 45 degrees. So, what is tangent 45 degrees? Your calculator, press tan 45 is equal to 1. Okay, yun. And then, we've already solved the measure of angle 2, which is negative 3. Slope of the angle 2 is negative 3. So from here, we can now solve for the measure of angle 1. Okay, cross multiplication. 1 minus 3m sub 1 times 1 is yun. Negative 3 minus m sub 1 equals to 1 minus m sub 1. Then, collect similar terms. Negative m sub 1 plus m sub 1. Teka, hindi yata. M sub 1. Wait. They should be 3 pala. Okay, may 3 dyan, okay? So that 1, negative m sub 1 plus 3m sub 1 is 2m. 2m sub 1. Sorry for that. Medyo dapat may 3 dyan. 1 minus 3m sub 1, okay? So that negative m sub 1 plus 3m sub 1 is 2m sub 1. And then 1 plus 3 transpose negative 3 is 1 plus 3. That's equal to 4. Okay? So, may mistake na doon. It's typographical error. So, 2m sub 1 is equals 4. Divide both sides by 2. Then, m sub 1 is equal to 2. So, the slope of line 1 is 2, while the slope of line 2 is negative 3. So that the measure formed between the two lines is 45 degrees. Number 4. If the angle from the line through negative 3, 3 and 4, negative 3 to the line through negative 3, 3 and x4 is arctan 37 over 29, find the value of x here. It should be the value of this x here. So that the angle from the angle from this line to that line, bali line 1 yan, line 2 yan, is equal to 37 over 29. Find the value of x. Let's start with, first we solve the slope of the two lines. So what is the slope of line 1? Here. Negative 3 minus 3, negative 6. 4 plus 3, 4 minus negative 3 is 7. So bale, negative 6 over 7. Tama ba? Negative 6 over 7. Yun, tama. Slope of line 1 is negative 6 over 7. How about this? Yeah, yun. There's a solution. Negative 3 minus 3 over 4 plus 3. How about the slope of line 2? Ito naman. 4 minus 3 is 1 over x plus 3. So the slope is 1 over x plus 3. So subtract natin. 4 minus 3 is 1. X minus negative 2 is x plus 3. Okay. Yun. Slope of line 2 is 1 over x plus 3. While the slope of line 1 is negative 6 over 7. Okay? So what will be our next step here? Substitute now in the formula for tangent theta. Yun. 1 over x plus 3 minus negative 6 over 7 become plus. Then, substitution na yan. And then also in the given, tangent arctan is 37 over 29. So dito na. 37 over 29 and then cross multiply here. Add 1 over x plus 3 and 6 over 7. So we have here 7 plus 6 times x plus 3. And also here they have the same denominator, so you can cancel 7 times x plus 3, and then 7 times x plus 3 times 1 is 7x times x plus 3 minus 6 times 1 is negative 6. Yes, arctan is 37 over 29. That's why we have here 7 over 29. Then simplify this part on the right side of the equation, or just cross multiply. 37 times 7 times x plus 3 minus 6 plus 29 times 7 plus 6 times x plus 3. Yeah. We have here 259. 37 times 7 is 259 minus 6 times 37, 222 equals 29 times 7, 203 plus 29 times 6, 174 times x plus 3. Then collect similar terms. 203 plus 222 in this part on the right side, and then 259 minus 174 times x plus 3. That's position. So from there, 259 minus 154 is yun. Wait, parang nagigano. 203 plus 222 is 425 over 85 is equal to 5. Okay, 425 divided by 85 is 5. So that x plus 3 was 5. So from here we can now solve for x by adding both sides by negative 3 or subtracting both sides by 3. So we have x is equal to 2. So saan natin nakuha yung 85? Ito. 259 minus 174. 85. Yan, divide natin dito sa 425. So that x equal to 2. Okay, that will be our answer. So generalization. So angle between two lines, always remember counterclockwise. That's the keyword for this topic. And this is the formula in finding the angle theta. M sub 2 minus M sub 1 all over 1 plus M sub 2 times M sub 1. So I hope you learned something today. And then and also arctan means the inverse of tangent function. So for your activity, okay, answer your last or learning activity sheet in analytic geometry for quarter 1 7-7A. That's for week 8. Task 1, 3, 5, 7, and summative test. So, this is your Sir Kendan Polakpak, your teacher in analytic geometry. Greeting you, good day, and goodbye. And thank you.